In 2026, the United States will celebrate its 250th anniversary. From 13 fragile colonies clinging to the Atlantic seaboard to a globe-spanning superpower, the story of America is one of exploration, conflict, resilience, and unyielding ambition. Long before European ships ever crossed the ocean, the North American continent was home to diverse indigenous civilizations. For over 15,000 years, indigenous peoples adapted to every corner of the land, from the cliff dwellings of the ancestral Puebloans in the southwest, to the vast bison hunting cultures of the Great Plains, to the massive mound-building city of Cahokia near the Mississippi River. The course of history shifted dramatically in 1492, with Christopher Columbus's arrival in the Caribbean. Soon, European powers raced to claim this new world. The Spanish established the oldest permanent European settlement in Florida in 1565. The French pushed down from Canada through the Mississippi Valley, but it was the English who planted the seeds of the future United States along the eastern seaboard, starting with the perilous founding of Jamestown, Virginia in 1607, and Plymouth, Massachusetts in 1620. Over the next century, these British colonies swelled in population, drawing immigrants seeking religious freedom and economic opportunity. However, this growth came at a profound moral cost. The southern colonies became heavily reliant on agriculture, laying the foundations for the horrific institution of chattel slavery, while colonial expansion continually displaced Native American tribes from their ancestral homelands. By the 1760s, the American colonies were booming, but the British Crown, drowning in war debt, began imposing heavy taxes on the colonists without granting them representation in Parliament. Outrage boiled over into open rebellion. In 1776, leaders like Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin drafted the Declaration of Independence, officially giving birth to the United States. Against all odds, George Washington led the Continental Army to a stunning victory over the British Empire, securing American independence in 1783. The 19th century was an era of relentless westward expansion, driven by the belief in manifest destiny. President Thomas Jefferson doubled the size of the nation with the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. The discovery of gold in California sparked massive migrations, and the building of the Transcontinental Railroad conquered the vast American frontier. Yet this era was also marked by deep tragedy, notably the forced removal of Native Americans along the Trail of Tears. Simultaneously, the young nation was tearing itself apart over the issue of slavery. The affluent, industrialized North favored abolition, while the agricultural South defended its slave-based economy. The election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860 triggered the secession of Southern states, plunging the nation into a catastrophic civil war. After 4 bloody years and over 600,000 deaths, the Union was preserved, and slavery was finally abolished. As the 20th century dawned, America rapidly transformed into an industrial titan, fueled by steel, coal, oil, and millions of new immigrants seeking a better life. When the world descended into the chaos of the First and Second World Wars, the United States emerged as the definitive arsenal of democracy. The dropping of the atomic bomb in 1945 not only ended World War II, but firmly established America as a global superpower. The post-war era ushered in a decades-long Cold War with the Soviet Union, defining global politics and propelling humanity to the moon. Domestically, the civil rights movement, led by heroes like Martin Luther King Jr., successfully dismantled legal segregation, striving to finally fulfill the nation's founding promise of equality. From the ashes of the September 11th attacks to the technological revolutions of the modern day, the United States has continually reshaped itself. Through colonization, revolution, civil war, and innovation, it remains a nation defined by its core ideal: that anyone from anywhere can claim the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.